Dear friends, I am Jeshua. I am here as a brother and a teacher. I am with you and I know all too well how deep human emotions can run and how they can distance you from your core, your soul. I have been human and I have also looked from the extremes of pain and desolation for an opening toward the light. I know what it feels like to live between the extremes of light and dark, love and fear. I ask you, first of all, to be compassionate toward yourself about the place in your life where you now are. Know you are doing your very best and that sometimes forces and laws are working in your life that you cannot oversee with your mind or control with your will. There is a greater momentum that carries your life, like the waves of the sea which are sometimes so high and rough that when you are swimming in the midst of them, you cannot know where the waves are going because you cannot view them from above. Yet there is a power in the water of the sea, a force and a wisdom which has meaning and depth. Now imagine that you are bobbing in the water, that the sea is turbulent with unexpected movements, yet you try to relax and to trust in the water. Imagine at this moment that you are aware of your muscles and you sense how the earth is able to help you. Your body comes from the earth, and the natural flow of energy of the earth will help you to relax when you breathe out quietly from within your abdomen. Imagine that you are in the water and you focus on just this now moment. You have nothing to oversee and nothing to understand, you now simply feel the force of the water. You also now feel an energy in the water, in the sea, which you allow to penetrate into you. There is a wisdom in the sea of life. Your personal eye that which is accustomed to wanting to steer and control life is often afraid of that wisdom, it dares not entrust itself to this wisdom. But if you go along with this flow with what is here in your life, then you become quieter inside and will less often ask the question, how can I change things? How can I make things better? Then you stand more open to what is here and what here can bring to you. Feel for a moment an emotion that currently hampers you, an emotion that you have a hard time with. Emotions are like water, they can wash over you like big waves and it is important to trust their strength without drowning in them. And that is only possible if you become quiet and listen to what the emotion wants to tell you. Located in the emotion is a part of your soul that wants to get your attention. Be open to the emotion that is most troubling in your daily life. Feel what that emotion does to you. Feel how it manifests and engages you physically. Give a name to that emotion. Is it grief? Is it fear? Is it unrest or frustration? Might it be anger or rebellion? Try to be clear about what is this most important emotion now in your life. This is a flow that wants to lead you somewhere. Now give that emotion the face of an animal. Let an animal appear to you before your inner eye that expresses something of that emotion and thus speaks the language of your soul. Welcome this animal and befriend it. Feel especially how a life force flows through this animal. It wants to live. But it feels temporarily trapped. As soon as you connect to this animal, something magical happens. Once you say yes to your emotions, however heavy or awkward they may be, then growth and change will happen. You discover a part of yourself that was not allowed to be there. Behind desolation, despair, or anger is always a beautiful part of yourself that wants to be seen more clearly. Let this part now appear, feel where you suppress yourself. Whatever may be happening in your life, the outer circumstances which also demand your attention, your deepest mission or task in life is to always pay more and better attention to yourself, to discover your deepest core and to allow that core to show itself to the people around you. Your own riches, who you are, what you have to give, is to be fully embraced with both arms and then released freely into the world. That is what your life is about. Deep emotions always want to lead you to a hidden part of yourself that you have not seen and received sufficiently. And there are reasons why it is so difficult to get to this hidden part. In this society, you are discouraged from showing your true self and living accordingly. There is still much fear in people about authenticity, about being moved emotionally, and about living according to what really enlivens them. And because being authentic and real feels disturbing to most people, they stick to the certainties of the past, certain ideas, rules, sacred beliefs, often from fear, and especially from the fear of feeling deep emotions. If someone awakens as you now experience yourself doing in this life, then this means that you wake up to your real needs, to what your soul wants. That almost always means you disconnect from a familiar social environment and you no longer live your life according to their codes and laws, that you follow your own deeply sensed intuitions, your own inspiration. But when that is not acceptable to the society around you, you can then experience self-doubt and pain in your heart, and you ask yourself, am I doing right? Am I good enough? Very deep doubts can then come up, because in some way you stand alone. Choosing the path of the soul is to choose against fear and imposed prejudices. It is therefore a choice that calls for courage and a large degree of audacity, of guts, to assume that stance. Feel inside the fear and doubt you have about yourself. Feel the fear of loneliness and rejection, of not belonging. At the same time feel there is also a greater strength in you that wants to take that risk, a force that knows, I have to follow the call of my soul, because that is the most important thing for me to do. Only that brings me real joy. I want you to know that if you follow that road you are then not alone. It only appears to be that way, and also only temporarily seems to be so. The earth is with you, she wants to support you in your path of self-development. The earth is attracted to your soul, she wants to help your soul to be rooted in her soil and to flourish. The more you choose for yourself, the deeper the union with your soul. That, too, can be a source of consolation and support because your soul is rich. It is joined to realms other than the earth, realms of light and harmony where your guides reside. I ask you to now feel your own soul in your heart. Feel the power that supports you and is greater than your personality. There is something greater in you that attracts and helps you. And also feel the guides who can assist you in doing that. They are like old, good friends who currently live in a different dimension and not in a body. Ask for a message from that dimension, the realm of your soul and your guides where you came from and will return after your physical death. That realm is very close, it is not far away or elevated above you. That realm is here and now. Ask for a message of light, a simple sentence or a feeling, something that can help you at this time. Trust even though there are things that are now unclear that life will always want to bring you home and put you in touch with your soul, connected to the One. Thank you so much for your attention and presence.